want.
Hello everyone, my name is Coffee. Welcome back to another Killing Floor 2 video. Today, I thought it would be fun if I started a new series within this channel, where I review or just go over all 24 maps within the game. There's 24 maps within the game, just adding in the new one, Monster Ball, just a week ago, thinking about it. Ugh, God. But yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun if I reviewed all the maps. I'm gonna be going over, like, if there's objectives, I'll talk about how to complete those special objectives. And also just talk about the map, what I like about the aesthetics, where it's at, you know, just how I like it. So, I mean, this is gonna be a very my idea or thought-based video. So if you don't agree with me, tell me why. I mean, if you disagree with me, just please tell me. I mean, I'm not gonna, oh, you're wrong, this map is garbage. You might say it's good, that's up with you. But enough with this, we're gonna get right into this review. Hope you guys do enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. So, I thought it'd be, to begin this amazing little series that I'm gonna do, there's 24 maps. I thought it would be fun if I just started from the top, and went all the way to the bottom. Which means the only map in the game that starts with the letter A is the good old map that came out last event, Airship. We're going to be starting off with Airship as our first map reviewed within this series. So when you start off the game, you'll be greeted with this nice little message.
HMS Queen Victoria! I am currently squirreled away in a safe location, yes, but you can use this painting to imagine my handsome visage as I keep you safe from afar. Yes, far afar. Yes, regardless, though, of where I am, we need to get back to my island in the channel. But there are some problems. The ship is not in great shape, and I'm pretty sure some Zeds are already on board. But with your help, we should nip it all in the bud. Ha ha! Ready, lads and lasses? Then let's carry on!
So after Lockhart gives you your challenge to, save the airship and make it to his island in the channel, you'll be put into the main area. As soon as you start, you'll be given the weld and repair challenge. Basically, there's a couple objectives around the map that has to be repaired by using your weld tool. These are not that hard because it tells you exactly where they are after a few seconds. It highlights and also gives you a trail like you would be given after the round is over to the trader. Basically, you have to go up to the welding area, bring out your welder, and then start welding it, as if you're welding a door. But you're just for the challenge. So, what I recommend is having a grenade, like the medic grenade, so it kills the Zeds and also heals you if you're damaged. You're playing solo. If you're playing any more than solo, you can have your friend protect you doing it. That is one of the newest ones. You'll be doing this again in a later challenge, but this is the newest challenge within the game, or in the map, I would have to say. Depending on how long your game is, depending on how many you have to do. Longer games will make you do more, but I'm doing this on a short game of 4 rounds, that means I only have to do 2 of them. This also depends on how fast or how often you get your challenges. If you're doing a short 4-round game, you're going to be doing a challenge every round. If you're doing a longer game, like 7 to 10 rounds, you're going to be doing one every other round. So if you do one on the first round, you have to wait a whole nother round to get to the 3rd round and do another challenge. This just makes it so you're not doing it over and over and over again. So after completing this round, you'll be given the objective complete and the rewards within it. So right on to the next challenge. The next challenge will start. Stand your ground. This is a typical just hold the area challenge. We've gotten this a long time ago, and this has been the only challenge for a long time until this map came out. Basically, it's going to be giving you on top of this little top deck area, and it will always be in this little area. It'll be on to the right side, left side, or in the center, into the middle of this area. This is not a hard challenge to do. Again, you just gotta stay in this area and defend it. It's just plain Killing Floor. Kill the Zeds and finish the round and complete it. This is not a very hard challenge, and I don't really have to say much more about it. So let's get right on to the next challenge. So right after that, we'll be starting the next challenge, Weld and Repair. This is just like the first one, but instead of a bunch of pipes around, it's going to be actually fuse boxes. These can be in the front of the deck or in the back where where they steer the ship. I don't know what it's called, but whatever. it'll be after Lockhart is done talking, it will be giving you another path to your first objective. Once you follow that, it will be giving you to one of the fuse boxes. Depending also on how long your game is how many you're gonna have to do. So here's one of the first locations right in the spawn area. You just gotta hold out your welder, repair it, and once this is fully repaired, it will give you a notification of where the next one is. If once it's done, it will also close it and Lockhart will say, good job. So after that, you want to head up to the next challenge. If you're doing this on a solo game or a shorter game, you gotta follow it. This one's probably a bit harder because it's not all in the same area. It just differs where it's gonna be. Some of these are in areas that really do suck, just like this one. This one's in a really big popular area where a lot of them spawn. So yeah, and also I did have a flesh mound come, which did not help my case anymore. So again, I'm just gonna let this play, but yeah, I have to run around, fix it, because you know, I'm not gonna be facing against flesh mounds when they can knock me back while I'm trying to repair my fucking challenge or the fuse box. That is basically what the challenge is. Just like the first challenge is not too difficult, and once you complete it, you'll be giving your rewards after the round is over. So let's get right into the final challenge within this map. So the final round, you'll be getting Operate and Control. This is the second newest addition to this map. Basically, there's this little green area or say a greenhouse in the middle, the airship, full of water. Basically, you have to run in there and hold down an area, just like the defend parts. Once you start defending, there's going to be a little lever in the middle that will turn green. Basically, what that means, you press circle onto that lever, and it will flush out a bunch of water, blocking out the entrances to this room and knocking down a bunch of Zeds. As you can see here, I will press the activate button, and a bunch of water will flood down from the top, and if there were any Zeds, they will be knocked back. That is how you do this challenge. Depending on how long your game is, again, is how many times you're going to have to do this. If you're on a short game, it will only be 2 times, which is pretty easy. And each one will give you 2,500, even if you don't do both of them, at least you get a good sum of it. So after a good time, you just gotta keep them out of the objective, it'll turn back green, and you can do it again, and they'll be knocked back, and then your challenge will be complete. Which means you are completely done with the challenges within this map, and you're going on to the boss round to fight the boss. So those are all the new challenges, or yeah, just challenges within this map that was added back in the summer update. So now, since we're done talking about the new stuff, let's actually talk about the map itself. So this map, Airship, is probably one of the most unique within the game. Since this is an airship, you're up in the air, you're not necessarily on the ground on top of a building or whatever. This makes this map probably the most unique to the map. This was also one of them that would added a couple traps in. In the middle, you can fire this little Tesla coil if it's completely charged in the right position, which will shock any airship, that mini airship that you can see up in the left corner, making it electrified, and any Zed that drops out will be also taking damage from this electrifying buff, or debuff, I would say. Also throughout the map, there's these little pipes that will be firing a bunch of air out of the map, which will cause you to be floating up in the air and to lose some health, or even knock Zeds off the map. This is on the lower decks near the main area where you steer the ship. This map is kind of I would say a 2-lane up top, because you have these 2 little areas you kind of disperse off into them, and also at the bottom. That's only on the middle of the part of the map though. On both ends of it, there's a bunch of transversal stairways that will get you up and down the stairs, which will give you an advantage in the long run. But if you're upstairs in the middle of the map, you're going to stay in the top, because there's no way down unless you're on the one end or the other of the ship. Basically, that is just making it a very difficult and very close quarters map in the middle, and mostly just close quarters throughout the entire map. I mean, you can use, in some parts of the map, you can use longer range weapons, but closer range weapons like submachine guns, shotguns, and maybe even assault rifles would be very useful. This map has probably one of the best aesthetics. It's steampunky, which only makes sense with Lockhart, and if you've never played the first Lockhart map, which is the Lockhart Steamland that I did a video on a long time ago, which, yeah, don't really worry about that, but it is a very good aesthetic. It very differs from every other map within the game, and it probably is the coolest in all of the game. If you can just look at it, it's a fucking giant airship with a whole lot of detail. I've even flown around this map, and it looks goddamn gorgeous. Just the amount of detail around is just amazing. If you're looking out off the sides, there's a chance you might see a couple of mountains, which does give it, you know, the feel that you're up in the air, not just on the ground and just not moving at all. Also, one big thing, I'm doing this in one take if you haven't noticed, that the, what's it called, the announcer is also Lockhart, which is probably one of the first maps to have a very custom, say, announcer. The only first time we've ever had that happen was when we had the endless mode added in, and when Patriarch was the voiceover. And normally we would have that French woman talk over, but now we have Patriarch doing it. Or sorry, Lockhart doing it. Thinking of the wrong thing. But this map is a very well designed, great map. If you wanted to get some, you know, easy challenges done, you can do this and get a bunch of free, you know, money for your vault thing or whatever. It's easy. So I hope you guys did enjoy this quick little review. It's less than a review, but hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
The truth.